friends, Shayla here. So I am here to talk to you about the things that I'm tentatively planning on reading in the month of February. So there's a couple things going on in February, so I'm going to briefly mention those. So we first up have the Manga Love Readathon that will be taking place the weekend of Valentine's Day. This is a readathon in which manga will be centered. I don't think I'm going to make a formal TBR. Check out my Instagram. I might make one over there as time gets closer because I just tend to mood read my manga a lot. So the only prompts for that are, there's two. They're very simple. I will leave the announcement video linked for you down below, probably in the cards too, and we'll go from there. The other thing going on in February is FaRoFeb, so that's Fantasy Romance February, in which people focus on reading fantasy romances. So romances with a strong fantasy element or fantasy with a strong romantic element and things like that. So I do have some buddy reads planned, and then I've just got a pile of things that are high on my priority list that I'm going to go through, and then I'm going to go through the arcs that I have for February at the end. Some of those might get read before February starts. I don't know. I'm filming this pretty early in the end of January, so let's go ahead and dive in. So the first buddy read I'm doing is with Jen over at the Book Refuge, and that is Dreaming by Jill Barnett. We buddy read Bewitching, which is the first book in this series, and so we're really excited to buddy read the second book in the series because we both adored Bewitching. It's really made me want to explore more Jill Barnett titles too. Another buddy read I have planned is with Melissa over at Libraries and Labradors, and that is A Knight in Shining Armor by Jude Devereaux. We both had this and we're like, let's buddy read it in February. So we're both very excited to do this. We did a buddy read in January and really enjoyed it. So I'm really looking forward to this one in February. And then, you know, me and my girl Lindsay, we're always doing buddy reads. So one of the ones we have planned for February is also the Tell It Again book, which is A Vow So Bold and Deadly by Bridget Kemmerer. This is the third book in the, I believe it's called the Cursebreakers trilogy. So it's the final book. We're very, very excited. April Sarah, who I do the book club with, will most likely join us on this buddy read as well. She tends to, so we're very, very excited for that. Next up on the list, we have An Extraordinary Union by Alyssa Cole. This is one that Lindsay and I are planning on buddy reading. We're very, very excited. I've not read a historical by Alyssa Cole yet, so I'm really excited to give this one a try. Then I've got Just a Heartbeat Away by Cara Bastone. I love Cara Bastone. I tend to really stan her writing, so I'm really excited to read this one. I've read the other two books in this series and really loved them. And then I also read Call Me Maybe, which is the audiobook that she wrote. So good. Love Cara Bastone. And then we're also going to buddy read again The Magic by Lisa Kleypas. Lindsay gifted me this for Christmas, and we're finally going to get around to reading it in February, so we're very, very excited. Just with magic in the title and it being FaRoFeb, it just makes sense. All right, I'm gonna go through the arcs that I've got for February as of right now. All right, so I have Much Ado About You, Reckless Road by Christine Feehan, Back in the Texan's Bed by Naima Simone, The Duke Heist by Erica Ridley, Hit Me With Your Best Scott, I believe this one's by Suzanne Enoch, Wild Rain by Beverly Jenkins, we love Queen Bev, First Comes Like by Alicia Rye, which I'm super excited about. The Marriage Pass, which looks fantastic, so excited. A Wolf After My Own Heart, we love a paranormal in this house. Hero Wanted, which looks like historical pirates, yes please. Then we've got Dream a Little Dream, and I believe that's it that I have for arcs. All right, so the rest of these, they're just high on my priority list. They have fantasy and romance elements to them. Some are more paranormal in nature and others are not. So I'm just going to go through the stack. I don't know what I'll actually get read and what I won't. This is subject to change from this point on, but the things that I've told you specifically, I will be reading. Everything else is just, we'll see what happens. So the first one on this list is Once Upon a Kiss by Claire Cross. I know this has fae elements to it and it's a historical as well, so it looks really cute. I've got Unhinged by Helen Hart, which is vampire, much more paranormal. I really enjoyed the first book in this saga, so I'm really interested to pick up the second one. Next here is The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross. This is one I've had on my shelf for a long time, and I love me a good fantasy romance. I've heard this has a very strong romantic element to it, so again, very excited. And then I've got House on the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune, BookTube's darling of 2020. I'm finally getting around to reading it, so I'm very excited. Then we have A Queen in Hiding by Sarah Kozloff. This was kind of like rapidly published last year, and I got the first book and I just haven't read it yet, so I'm very excited. Then I've got Empire of Sand by Tasha Suri. This has been on my shelf way too long. I do have its sequel, which I believe it's just the duology. And this is one that if I love this enough, I'll probably just pick up its sequel and do them together. But yes, very, very excited for this one. Then I have Sisters of Shadow and Light by Sarah B. Larson. I love Sarah B. Larson's writing. And for some reason, I just keep not picking up this book, and I know the sequel's out, but I really want to get to it this month. Then I've got The Peasant's Dreams by Melanie Dickerson, which looks absolutely delightful. And I do have A Crown of Wishes by Roshani Chokshi. I always struggle to say her name. I'm so sorry. And this one, the first book in this series had like a Hades and Persephone retelling feel to it. And I know that this is just inspired by other fairy tale kind of situations, so I'm really interested and intrigued. And then last but not least on this stack is How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories by Holly Black. Y'all know I really love the Queen or the Cruel Prince books. Folk of the Air series, that's what it's called. Why my brain didn't come up with it, I don't know. But I'm really excited to finally get to this one. It has illustrations. It's much more like short story collection telling kind of a thing from what I understand. But I do know that it's primarily Carden, and we stand Carden. So yes, that. So I'm hoping to get to Mage Lord as well, which is book 3 in the Spellmonger series in February. That's the goal. I'm trying to alternate between a Wheel of Time book and a Spellmonger book so I can get through those like I want to this year. So that's the plan for February, is Mage Lord. So yes, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you enjoy it. Let me know in the comments down below what you plan to read in February. If you want to buddy read any of these titles with me, also let me know. I really love buddy reads. And I will see you guys in the next one.